Hi there friends and welcome to episode 7 of Dyson Sphere Program. I'm Icon and today we will reap the rewards of the red science, and I'm not entirely sure where my journey will be headed today. Right now I'm researching the second level of the drive engine. I also figured that my production of that graphite stuff won't be sufficient too much longer. So I might be even needing to calculate out how many smelters I'd actually need. But those are just minor things, which we will do today while I am waiting for the research to be done. So yeah, I ran out of these thingies by now. So let's see. We produce 10 per minute, so that means 10% of these materials are necessary in 1 second. Right? No. Oh, it's so hard to calculate, and because you basically need to. So I need 1/3 of that stuff per second, and with 3 stages I need 1 per second, because every stage eats 1/3 of this stuff per second. So yeah. We should be now satisfying that, since we are producing half a unit per second per smelter, so yeah. I really wish we could turn that all into per second numbers, because to me, I always calculate everything in per second numbers and not the other way around. Don't know how you guys are doing that, but to me that works a lot easier than everything else. So okay. This is still pretty slow, gotta say. Like, if I compare that to the blue science packs, we really don't produce that stuff too quickly here. But yeah, well, let's see. How much of that hydrogen can I now really produce? So 15 per minute. But is that... Wait a sec, that number is not really representative. So I receive half a unit of hydrogen per second from these guys. So yeah, I should be able to put up another stage of that on top there. If I just put up a smelter, I should have enough material there. So let's do that, because I really feel like the numbers right now are too slow for my taste. Do I have the smelter here? There we go. Those are rookie numbers. Let's change that. Alrighty. So, out of sorters again. Story of my life. Then we'll need another matrix lab. Alright, there we go. And that's that. Let's see if I'm even able to build that many on top of each other. Ha! It's exceeding my maximum height of things there. So let's see. Can I upgrade that already? So vertical construction is now something we can do as well. So you can now sail. Double press space to lift off. Hold arrow keys. So I'll check out that tutorial. So the mouse is locked by
the ability to sail. Double-click the space key to lift off to enter the flight mode, and keep pressing the forward direction and space keys in the flight mode, and you will enter the sailing mode when you reach a certain altitude.
So that looks like we are now finally able to check out other planets with that. Awesome. Okay, so I got the core, and now let's see. I want to go for further technologies, like I said. Energy storage is really coming to my mind, but crystal smelting was that 500 research matrix tech. So let's go for the electromagnetic turbines first, because I feel like we will need those too. So exactly, for the energy storage we will need that anyways. We will even need the super magnetic field generator tech before we can do anything there, so it's gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. Alright, so let's stock up with materials and launch ourselves into space. How about that? I feel like I want to go for that graphite stuff too. Still forgot to look up the pronunciation. So, smelter, you know. Because that last facility will just produce that stuff for me personally. Because I felt like these seem to be, right now, the best option of fuel that I see during my phase of the game right now. Maybe there's something better and I don't have any clue, but as of now, I wouldn't say so. Alright, there we go. Of course, I will need a little bit more fuel than that, because I don't want to run out of power while I'm in space. That sounds spooky. So we will now pre-produce that stuff a little bit. I mean, I could as well. Oh yeah, let's do this. I've got so much coal, I want to produce a little bit of fuel for myself. So, alright, we are actually finally exceeding the processing power of these. So I'll just do one thing because of that. We'll just build another. So let's see. Ah, yeah, I can run that below this red one. Look at that. Oh, so neat. I like that. I really, really like that. So we're just gonna be putting this guy here onto research mode too, because why not, you know? Well, while I have the resources, I definitely should do so. But I also think I will need another production lab there. I'm not sure if my resource inputs will be accepting what I'm doing here. Maybe it'll run dry from now on, but well, at least I want to try, you know. Because these bad boys are right now eating all the blue cubes. Anyways, so let's see. I wanted to create yet another smelter. I just noticed that, so I wanted to act on that. Didn't I create that smelter? No? I'm out of mats. I see. So, here. Quite happy to see that I'm by now easily capable of just acquiring new materials and such whenever I want to, wherever I want to. It's a feeling of progress, you know. So, where is it at? Oh, I already produced one. Damn. Okay. So, and now let's just drop down a little bit of belt here and insert it just like that. And this way I'll have a lot of that fuel available. There we go. Well, I'm going to limit that chest because things can grow quite out of scale quite quickly. Alright, so turns out this complex is still eating up all the blue cubes we produce, so that means there's not gonna be any hope for the second tower to be fed those red cubes, so well, we need those magnetic coils and circuit boards after all, but well, I already got circuit boards here. Magnetic coils I don't have, but that shouldn't be the issue there. But right now, I just want to stack up on fuel and just do my thing. I don't need necessarily to stack up on the science production just like that. I can, but I don't need to. What I rather like to do right now would be to why am I going up here? What did I want up here? I wanted stone, but that's the wrong direction. So there we go. So, oh dear. Oh dear, what have I done? That can't work. So, here we go. So, I've learned a lot about this game quite quickly, honestly. So here you go. If I want to do a buffer chest system like that, it has to be exactly equal in speed at the entrance and the exit, of course. Everything else would be making no sense whatsoever. Sometimes I don't make any sense whatsoever. That's part of the game. So, can't I just refine that stuff myself? Just want to have a few units of stone here in my inventory, that's all. There we go. Just doing it myself then. And now, let's see, magnetic levitation technology. You can use the magnetic force it generates to make objects levitate out of gravity. Sounds funky. So we're gonna continue the super magnetic field generator tech here, because I feel like very necessary next step. So amping up my production was definitely good, but, well, like I said, they never ever reached the second laboratory, so turns out they equalize each other quite effectively. Okay. I don't mind too much, honestly. So, how much megajoule do I own now in my, well, 1.2 gigajoule. So, let's see.
In sailing mode,
Woo!
you can control the mecha go to different planets or planetary systems by following the arrows in the space navigation. Hold down the shift key to accelerate, back arrow key to slow down. You can also use the Q, R keys to hold down the right mouse button, dragging to sideward flight.
So, somehow I don't think that I will be able to do much on a gas giant. A gas giant actually sounds pretty deadly to me. So, okay. Here goes my own home. Let's just land there for a moment. So, okay. I don't suffer any damage. Cool! So, it's really easy to do that. But I just realized when I was out there that I didn't set myself a target, so we should have a goal before we launch out to do that. Alright, so don't want to research that right now. I want to research my mech a little bit more. Vertical construction really sounds interesting too, but for now I want to have the energy circuit tech, because more fuel power sure sounds like a good thing to do. So, let's see. Arrakis is here. Arrakis 3 doesn't have any, so I'd like to... Ooh, yeah. So, can I somehow bookmark that thing? So... Star map. Well, okay, we'll just give it a try then. So, here's a Arrakis one. So, with shift we can... Oh boy, shift really destroys my fuel. Okay. But also, you see, yeah, okay, that plant is really far away here. My fuel reserves hardly are enough for that. Okay, so... Okay. I'll save my game before I fly into a gas giant, because as a hobby astronomical nerd that I am, it feels like one of the most stupid ideas a human being could possibly have to fly on or into a gas giant. So you should most likely just fall into it and get destroyed. That's what realistically should happen with you if you're flying into a gas giant, but maybe we can actually land on that. We shouldn't, but okay. Yeah, no, we're not. We're just floating on the they can't really land there. If I try to, the game just doesn't do anything. Okay. Can't do suicide with that, okay. Kind of relieving, you know. But now I don't really have any power left, so what happens if I don't have any power? Nothing? Interesting. Okay. Now, that's been a really, really fun trip, but at the same time I realized that for now, well, let's try what happens. I mean, I didn't really suffer any penalty for running out of power. It's a good thing to know. I really thought that something bad would happen if I do so. So come on, let's I'll hold the video for a moment while I'm flying towards Arrakis. How about that? So I'm back at home, and that's because I gave up on that plan. Honestly, it is such a insane distance. We will need to have the drive engine, or where was it? I've seen something like a jump drive too. Wait a sec. Unlocks Mecha Warp, no. But I'd say structure matrices are the next thing we need before I'm realistically able to leave that planet, or larger fuel pool, a larger fuel pool. My god, because I realized when I tried to sail over there, after a short amount of time, my pool down here drained way faster than these thingies here could replenish. So let's try that. I mean, we will prevail at some point. It's been fun to fly into space for once, though. So what do we do now? Energy circuit. I will postpone that for now, because I feel like we actually have other things in mind. So where do I get the tech for the next matrices? So that was energy matrix. High strength crystal, structure matrix. So that's the path we want to take right next. Applied superconductor. Oh, that's a blue one I haven't discovered here. So what's that? Graphene. The double layer graphenes will form a complex repeating structure, a super lattice, by rotating one layer of graphene on top of one another. After rotating to a certain magic angle, what? Okay. So it will be a lot easier to produce graphene if you can find combustible materials. So, okay. Sulfuric acid and those thingies I'm crafting here. What do you need for that? Polymer chemical engineering. Okay. So, organic crystals, X-ray cracking. So, refined oil gets cracked into more hydrogen, so that's cool. That's a cool recipe. We can use that. Hydrogen fuel rods, 40 megajoule each. Ah, I see. That's what I would need to research next to get there. Magnetic particle trap. Not really, eh? thruster. Oh, can provide power for logistics drones. Okay. So, solar sail orbit system. Okay, photon frequency conversion. What's that? Photon combiner. So that's just another building part, I'd say, we need later down the road, I guess, for those things. Exactly. Okay. Deuterium fractionation. So, fractionator. What's that? We can create deuterium. Nuclear fuel. Okay. So let's cue the deuterium fractionation too. And, well, high strength material now. So, oh yeah, we'll need those organic crystals for that. Okay. And organic crystals are being made out of water and oil. I see. So just setting up a queue here for my next projects there, to make sure we will be ready for that. So, turns out the next big step will be racking or piling up my science production into higher levels. So I'd say we will meet there, because the crude oil available up here is just quite massive. We could utilize that. Also, I want a proper blue cube production facility at this point. So yeah, I feel like we definitely will find our future there. So I'm stopping what I did there, because it doesn't seem smart like to me. It was a nice way to acquire mech fuel back then, but right now I'd actually prefer to use the coal that comes out of this machine otherwise. Because, let's check it out. Where was it again? Here. So these things spit out half a unit per vein. So this guy is producing, wait, 2, 4, 3 per sec. These eat up what? The recipe eats 2. So yeah, this system here is pretty much also at the limit of its capacity. So if I would like to go for more than that, I would actually need also more tech than that. So I just realized that I'm making it myself a little bit too easy here, because we will need the X-ray cracking next. I need more hydrogen. Hydrogen is so necessary here, and the X-ray cracking recipe is exactly what I need for that, because it gives me the ability to produce the materials I need for that red cube crafting in a larger scale. So let's do it for now like that. Also, I'm actually considering to handcraft a few of those, but well, I'm out of hydrogen for that. So yeah, well, never mind. Okay, just rambling and sorting my next steps here, but I'd say it will be all about more oil production. So, unlike Factorio, I don't feel like I have the urge to build molds here where I pre-produce most of my products. I realize with this game so far as I'm concerned at least, it seems to me really enough to stockpile a few building materials to work with and have them in your pockets to work with them on the fly. Because the total amount of buildings needed everywhere is a lot lower than what I've experienced with Factorio so far. So that's just my first impression. Alright, we don't need those exciters yet, but we will need them later. I have access to a wireless power tower, which will be quite useful at some point. Okay. So, I got the oil refiner and the oil extractor, and the refiners are... I can only produce 2 of them? Ah, because I ran out of exciters. Exciting. So, back. There's my stone production, so... Starting to use the flight mode more and more, and I really gotta say the flight mode feels really good because you can just travel over the map so much faster than what I'm used to. Say, oh my god, that stuff stacks up to 1,000 per stack. I was like, why is nothing getting done here? Okay. That explained a lot to me. So it's just, I'll tell you what, we're gonna gather those materials on the fly. But what I will need are the exciters I pre-produced there. There we go. 1 stack should be sufficient. So, let's see. Those hydrogen fuel rods are the best stuff I've found so far. Research speed too slow. Nah. My research speed ain't too slow, I'm just not capable of producing the necessary materials. Don't you talk to me like that. So, I just realized that whatever stone ore necessary, I'll just be picking up while I'm traveling up there. Because my plan will be to just tap into those crude oil seeps and be happy with that, because these are only like 1.4, 2.6, and that's gonna be 5.0. Long story short, not even enough to fill 1 basic belt, so we're gonna create those now in a larger scale. So another oil extractor, please. Oh, speaking about larger scales, forgot the conveyor belts. Yeah, I really appreciate the flying feature of the game here a lot, because it really does make traveling a lot less tedious, you know? Taking that trip back there didn't feel like much of a detour or anything annoying, just like that. I really enjoy that. Okay, so let's...
When putting a conveyor belt, all you need to do is determine the starting point and the end point of it. In addition...
I don't want to listen to you. So... let's do this. Alright.
Splitter with 4 directions.
There we go. And then we need to put down a splitter here too, to make that whole thing work, of course. So oh no, did I do it correctly? Okay, good. So, there we go. Angle too wide. Alright. Work like that. Okay. So, now we'll just need the power towers.
You have done building the first...
The first, yeah. Of course, it's the first. Oh, I hope they fix that quite soon. So... I'm gonna use those byproducts now to fuel just another power plant. But this time we're gonna make it a little bit more professional than the last time. So here we go.
The sorter is a transportation connector.
Okay, there we go. Because I just have that much byproduct there. Can easily just fire that away. There we go. So... let's see. Lack of foundations. Oh no. Alright. Let's get back to my little robots here doing their job. So, yeah, next episode I will do a large upscaling of my scientific capacities, because I really feel unhappy with the speed things are happening right now. So this will be the first step towards that upscaling. We will reconfigure that upscaling later again, though, because I feel like I want to do the hydrogen refining there, because right now we just pump in the hydrogen just as it comes, but we will change that later, I'd say. So, yeah, I'll sit down and think a little bit about that. I mean, right now I'm quite happy with things working out. I mean, might be not that ideal, but it ain't a bad either, you know? So, oh, no, I didn't want to go for that kind of card. I wanted to go for that kind of card.
In the planet view mode.
So, I acquired those crude oil seeps here, and there's more crude oil over there, but I want to check out if I have no other choices. So there would be crude oil over there. Oh, this stuff. I want to acquire that. Oh yeah, we're gonna work with that. So my basic thought was just this oil is going to flow into the red science thingies, and we got other plans later for that. So what's your issue? Oh, it doesn't have power. Poor thing. Alrighty, friends, so thank you so much for watching. It's been my pleasure. I really started enjoying my time more and more with this game, so yeah, I feel like we're really at a good spot. And like I said, next episode we're gonna create more blue cubes, and I really plan on creating a something which I would like to call a proper science area. So I haven't fully made up my mind yet where that's gonna happen, but I know that it's gonna happen. So yeah, catch you guys next time. Drop me a comment down below, leave a like, leave a subscribe. As usually, I love it to hear from you and get your support, but most importantly, I hope you're enjoying yourself, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.